the light nights are drawing in and just enjoying the last little bit of the sun before it goes down. And I was sharing with somebody earlier, and it was 15 years ago, because I can't believe it's that long ago. I was 39, and I used to write my vision board and write my dreams. And in Habakkuk, the book of Habakkuk, it says, write your visions on table and run with it. And when we write it down and we speak it and we see it every day. And that particular year, I had written down there my youngest daughter at the time, for her not to go to the School of Achievement. She was told she would have to go to catch up on some work, and my husband was so cross. He said, no, she doesn't need to. She's not special needs. They said, no, she just needs more one-on-one. Anyway, we were really against her going, and we put it on the board that she wouldn't have to go. And what had happened that year, it was my 40th, and I really wanted to go from South Africa to England and have a holiday to see my family, but it was impossible because we didn't have the finances. And also I really wanted to have a new kitchen, and that was a really desire of my heart. And I had them on my vision board along with other things. And you know, when I look back at that end of that year, I thought, wow, Lord, how amazing are you? My daughter Sinead didn't have to go to the School of Achievement. I went over for 2 weeks to the UK for my birthday, paid in full, and I had a brand new kitchen put in August. All impossible at the beginning of the year, but God made it possible. And what had happened, I've been doing that for years, writing my visions down for my children, for my goals, my dreams, and sometimes they don't all happen or they don't come through straight away, and I carry it over till the next year. And for over, I think it's, how many years now? It must be, 10, 11 years I've had on my vision board that I wanted to be debt free. That was one of my desires, to be debt free. And it was an impossible thing, but I kept carrying it over. It was never answered, but I'd carry it over, and I continually started believing it and speaking it into being. Then when God opened the door 2 years ago for me to come to the UK, He made a way for me to be debt free. I don't have a lot of money, but at least I didn't have to pay for all my children's things, and I don't have a lot of things to pay out. So I had that little bit extra, so I could start paying off that little bit of debt I had to be debt free. So yes, I've still got to work. I didn't get a windfall, a lot of money, but I had to work it in. I had to work hard, and it wasn't easy. But God opened that door, and He made a way for me to be debt free. So I just want to encourage you, when you're in a place of despair and darkness, or not sure knowing, or what to believe, or what to know what tomorrow's going to bring if you haven't got a job, or nobody knows. But it says in Luke 1 verse 37 that nothing is impossible with God. It says in 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7 that we walk by faith and not by sight. And Jesus said, because of your unbelief, and death and life is in the power of the tongue. So we have to start believing, start speaking it into being, start asking for the ridiculously impossible. Lord, in line with your word, if we're tithing and we're offering and we're in line with God's word, and we're asking Him to discipline us and forgive us and show us each and every day, so we walk in His way. He said He shall grant us the desires of our heart. He says if you do this, if you're willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. That is what God's word says. So I just want to encourage you, if you're not sure which way to go or what the future holds, none of us does. My job could end tomorrow and I don't know what I would do. None of us know. So nobody has, God holds everything, and He is the one that owns everything. But He wants us to believe that nothing is impossible. He wants us to prosper. It says in 3 John, it's His will for all to prosper, in our health, in our mind, in our body, and if we have money, we're able to do things, we're able to help other people, we're able to bless each other. So He wants us all to prosper in health and financially. So I just want to encourage somebody, reach out and ask for the ridiculously impossible. Let's step out there and believe in great things for God. Nothing is impossible. If we believe in nothing is impossible, why aren't we getting that? And we are going to receive it. I believe by faith that we're going to see great things if we just start speaking it into being. Because the power of the tongue, the power of the life, we remove every negative thought from our mind and start speaking life into everything. And we will start seeing how the things around us change. Oh, it's starting to rain. I've been waiting all day for this rain. But anyway, have a wonderful evening, and just know nothing's impossible. Let's step out in faith and let's just believe. I'm believing in the ridiculously impossible because I know that nothing is impossible with God. And let's just believe together, speak it in, and we're going to see a shift in the spiritual realm of believers believing. Have a good evening, everybody. God bless.